In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NHL game happening on May 24, 2023, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NHL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Carolina Hurricanes versus Florida Panthers. Playoff sensation Matthew Tkachuk and the Florida Panthers will try to close out the Carolina Hurricanes on Wednesday in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. With the Panthers now up 3-0 in the series, Tkachuk and Florida goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky will try to lead their organization to its first Stanley Cup final appearance in 27 years. The second-seeded Hurricanes are playing in the Eastern Conference Finals for the second time in 5 years, but once again have their backs against the wall. They entered this series as the favorite to win the Stanley Cup, but Monday's shutout loss to the Panthers in Game 3 marked the 7th time they've been blanked this season, and the 2nd time at Florida. This round of the playoffs has bitten Carolina before, as the Hurricanes have now lost 11 consecutive games in the Eastern Conference Finals dating back to 2009. The Carolina Hurricanes are averaging 3.07 goals per game and are scoring on 19.2% of their power play opportunities. Sebastian Aho leads Carolina with 5 goals. Brent Burns has 7 assists and Jordan Martinook has 40 shots on goal. Defensively, the Carolina Hurricanes are allowing 2.43 goals per game and are killing 87.5% of their opponents' power plays. Andy Ronda has allowed 15 goals on 165 shots faced, and Frederik Andersen has given up 14 goals on 221 shots. The 8th-seeded Panthers brought their playoff magic back home with them for Game 3 in a 1-0 shutout victory after stealing a pair of dramatic victories at Carolina to open the series. Matthew Tkachuk made history in Carolina with 2 straight overtime game winners, and he picked up an assist on Monday's lone goal when Sam Reinhart found the back of the net on a power play in the second period. The Florida Panthers are averaging 3.07 goals per game and are scoring on 25.6% of their power play opportunities. Matthew Tkachuk leads Florida with 7 goals, Carter Verhaeghe has 8 assists, and Brandon Montour has 58 shots on goal. Defensively, the Florida Panthers are allowing 2.67 goals per game and are killing 68.8% of their opponents' power plays. Alex Lyon has given up 9 goals on 92 shots faced, and Sergei Bobrovsky has allowed 30 goals on 465 shots. The Hurricanes are 3-13 in their last 16 conference finals games and 4-1 in their last 5 Wednesday games. The Panthers are 74-34 in their last 108 home games and 10-1 in their last 11 overall. The under is 4-0 in Hurricanes' last 4 overall. The under is 8-0 in Panthers' last 8 overall. The Hurricanes are 1-4 in the last 5 meetings in Florida and 2-8 in the last 10 meetings. The underdog is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. The Hurricanes put up a decent game against the Panthers the other night, but just couldn't find the back of the net. Falling to the Panthers 1-0 and now trail 3-0 in the series, things look dire for Carolina. The Hurricanes were able to get 32 shots on goal, but a lot of their chances came from the outside. The Panthers did a great job of protecting the crease Monday night. Now the Hurricanes are going to have to throw the kitchen sink at the Panthers tonight if they want to stay alive. This is a very tall task for a team that can't seem to figure out Bobrovsky. The Panthers are now 1 win away from the Stanley Cup final. This team is giving off a team of destiny vibes, as they have gone 10-1 since being down 3-1 to the Boston Bruins in the first round. The Panthers have done a great job all playoffs limiting high-danger scoring chances and letting Bobrovsky see the puck. One setback for the Panthers is captain Alexander Barkov left the game with an injury. This could be a factor if the Panthers make the Stanley Cup Finals. The Florida Panthers have proven through 3 games that they're the better team, and Sergei Bobrovsky has been a brick wall for the majority of these playoffs. At this point, the Panthers just feel like it's their year as they continue to defy the odds and have now won 10 of their last 11 playoff games. Yes, all 3 games have been close, and the Canes could easily be looking at a different situation with a bounce here or a bounce there. However, something has to be said for every bounce going the Panthers' way. I'm not stepping in front of whatever is going on in South Florida. Carolina have been the better team through each of the first 3 games of this series and still have been unable to figure out a way to win. They haven't been able to score on Sergei Bobrovsky all series, and I don't expect his Conn Smythe level play to stop tonight. I expect the Panthers to end this series early to sweep the Eastern Conference Finals on the back of his incredible goaltending and great defensive play. I truly believe that Carolina's done, so the Florida Panthers money line is our full game side pick. The unders in this series have come very easy. Game 1 of this series was an incredible defensive battle, the 6th longest game in NHL history, hitting the under easily as the game went to overtime tied 2-2. These teams played the length of over 2 games with no goals getting scored for almost 4 full overtime series with 120 total saves. Game 2 hit the under even easier with a 1-1 tie going into overtime, and Game 3 somehow got even easier for the under to cash with a 1-0 shutout on just 1 goal scored through 60 minutes of play. With the fantastic goaltending of Sergei Bobrovsky, every single game in the Panthers' second round series against the Maple Leafs stayed under. On the other side, the Hurricanes have been elite defensively in these playoffs and are the best team on the back end of the 4 remaining in the conference finals. They've allowed just an average of 2.55 goals per game, the second fewest of any teams that made the playoffs, on an average of 27.8 shots allowed per game. Their penalty kill has been elite, killing off 90% of their penalties, the best of any of the 16 teams that made the playoffs. Both goalies have been outstanding in this series, but one is standing out more than the other, and that's Panthers goalie Sergei Bobrovsky, who stopped 32 shots last night for his first postseason shutout. Frederik Andersen had a great game as well, stopping 16 shots for a .941 save percentage. Both of these teams are absolutely locked in defensively right now. Behind the incredible goaltending of Bobrovsky, the under has hit in 8 straight games for Florida. Andersen's strong play in net for Carolina has been overshadowed by Bobrovsky, but he's allowed just 2 goals per game over the last 4 games, and the under has hit in each of those. Over their last 10 games, the Panthers are allowing just 2.1 goals per game, and the Hurricanes are close behind with 2.3. The injury to Barkov also tips the scales for me toward the under, as he is 3rd in scoring this postseason for Florida with 12 points. With tonight being an elimination game, I expect a lot more of safer and smarter plays tonight from both teams. With Bobrovsky putting up insane numbers throughout the playoffs, I don't see much scoring happening tonight. I expect the low-scoring affair trends to continue as these teams compete in possibly the final game of the Eastern Conference Finals. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.